What's good, y'all? So that's game one against the Mavericks. We took an L. Luka Doncic was on fire, had 34 points. Made it look easy for him. Porzingis didn't really get it going until late. He was traveling and whatnot. He had like two travels back to back, so he didn't really get in rhythm. He had like 24 points or something like that. He was hitting threes, being Porzingis. He picked up some weight. But the Wizards, man, Bradley Beal, when he started playing defense, that's when we were coming back. That's when we looked our best. When Brad was guarding Luka, and then that BS tech when he got ejected at the end, that was just some BS by the refs. It was ridiculous. But we never win in Dallas anyway. I don't remember the last time we beat the Mavericks in Dallas, like ever. We usually beat them at home. We really never beat the Mavericks like that. We beat them at home last year when Brad dunked on that tall guy. I forgot his name for the Mavericks, but he was like 7'2", and Brad just went up and just punched on him real hard. But I like what I saw from Rui Hachimura. He looked really good. He had a double-double tonight for his debut. They said he was insane from the mid-range. He had a really nice mid-range shot tonight. He showed a lot of energy. I think he had 14 points and 10 boards. In his NBA debut, he had a double-double, and that's really good. I saw a lot of people from Japan at the game. And he just has a lot of support, for real. He has a lot of support. He's doing a lot of good things. He has a bright future. I kind of do see the Kawhi comparisons a little bit because he's just so stiff. The way he moves like a robot. Kawhi just moves like a robot. The mechanics are very stiff in that mid-range jumper. Kawhi loves to shoot that mid-range jumper. Just had to adjust my shirt a little bit. But, yeah, Rui loves that mid-range jumper. Thomas Bryant played well, had a double-double. He traveled a couple times and wasn't really hitting the three. Mo Wagner can light it up. He can really shoot the basketball. He's another laser. Just like Davis Bertrand's a Latvian laser. He made 2 threes. Jordan McRae looked good off the bench. He had a nice dunk. He dunked on somebody. He looked pretty good. Ish Smith is just too short. He's too short. And he's not a starting backup point guard. And he's not a starting point guard. If he's your starting point guard, it's bad news. That's bad news. And I know Mighty Isaiah Thomas is injured for this game. And we'll see how he is, what he can do when he comes back. But if Ishmael Smith is your starting point guard, that's not a good thing at all. You want Ish Smith to come off the bench for your team. You do not want Ish Smith starting for your team. Like I said, Thomas Bryant played all right. I like what I saw from Mo Wagner. He played really well. Isaac Bonga did okay for being Isaac Bonga. I mean, let's be real. We have a lot of young guys, G Leaguer guys, and guys who are like 23. 24 years. We have a lot of young guys. We don't have any stars. We barely have any starters on this team. The only legitimate starter we have is really Bradley Beal and Thomas Bryant. Other than that, Thomas Bryant would probably come off the bench for our playoff team. The only legitimate starter we really have is Bradley Beal to keep it 100. I'm being an honest Wizards fan here. It's going to be a long year, guys. It's going to be a long year. I see top 5 pick or top. It's definitely going to be a lottery pick for us. I want to be as positive as possible about this team, but it's hard to. It's really hard to. I think at best we're going to be 33-49. We just don't have the roster. And Scott Brooks, the rotations, I still don't like his rotations. Last year I didn't like his rotations. I thought Brad sat down. I thought Brad came in too late in the fourth quarter. He came in the fourth quarter with like 5 minutes left. Like your all-star player that we're paying all this money to comes in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes left. Really? Are you serious? Like, come on, Scott. And then when he finally put Brad on Luka, that's when like I said, that's when we started coming back. Now Brad just couldn't hit shots. That's the only reason why we didn't really come back. We should have at least cut the lead down to 4 or 5. And the Dallas Mavericks were missing free throws. They were missing a lot of free throws. Now Dallas, they have a decent team. They have Seth Curry, and some other guys. Their roster really isn't that good. They have a lot of no-name guys on. They have like Jalen Brunson and Dorian Finney-Smith. That's not going to get it done in the Western Conference, looking at the Dallas team. But they do have a lot of young talent with Doncic and Porzingis. I just don't see them being better than the Jazz, Nuggets, Blazers, of course, Rockets, of course. Even this Warriors team without Clay, I just don't see them being, like I said, the Blazers, Lakers, Clippers. I just don't see the Spurs. I just don't see the Mavericks being better than those teams. But they beat our butts tonight. I tip my hat to those guys on the Mavericks, even though Luka and Brad were going back and forth. It was pretty funny, though. Brad was getting them. He was getting them. I think the refs were a little jaded tonight. There was the challenge flag or whatever, the challenge. I'm not a fan of it. I think Scott Brooks lost both challenges that he tried to do. So I'm not really a fan of the challenge call, to be honest with you. I mean, it might help with a charge, maybe, in the last couple minutes of the game or whatever with a charge. But other than that, I'm not really a big fan of the challenge call in the NBA. That's just me. So, I mean, that's what I get from this game. Not really too much to say. We got our butts kicked. We'll see how the next game goes. I think we play another Western Conference team on the road. So we'll see how that goes. I think Bradley Beal, of course, will get hot and play a lot better in the next game than what he did tonight. So let me know what y'all think about this game, man. This roster is just not good enough. It's not good enough. We're looking for the future. I'll probably make a Washington Wizards free agency video or mock draft video already, man. So, Nationals are winning. Nationals are winning. Nationals are winning, man. We probably gonna win this World Series. Not gonna win. I don't want to jinx it. We probably gonna win this World Series, man. We probably gonna win this World Series. Hell to them Nats. All right, y'all. Hell to them Wizards. Hell to the Skins. All right, y'all. Peace.